What's going on, guys? Guest Star Bullet here, and I'm back with another 7 Days to Die video, doing a kind of tips for the beginning player, who's someone who's new to the game. So if you enjoyed this video, make sure to hit that like button, and if you're new to my channel, hit that subscribe button. We appreciate it, and we love you here. So let's get started with this video now. So first thing we're going to do is, you're going to read the first little part, see what he has to say. If you're new, if you don't know what's going on. You're going to want to do your little goals up on the side. So get your plant fibers, craft your bedroll. You're going to want to do all this first. All these main little quests, you want to do all those. It's kind of the first tutorial showing you what to do, the first things you're going to need. So go ahead and do that. It's going to be a big part of it. This video, I'm doing it on creative mode so that I can run through, once I get into the later steps, the stuff that takes longer to make. That way I can just kind of make it, show you what you're going to need, kind of tell you how to get it, instead of just going through all of that, because it would make this for a really long video. And I don't want to make it a super long video, because it kind of defeats the purpose of making, something that you can watch real quick before you play, so you can learn real fast, instead of, okay, this is an hour-long video of watching him play the game. It's kind of just a short tutorial of what you're gonna need and how to get it, but being able to show you quickly by having it on this mode. So I just want to let you guys know right now, it is on creative mode. I am getting all this stuff myself right now. Obviously you can see that, all the beginning stuff, because there's no point in doing that on creative mode. See these tree stumps right here? You're going to want to get those every time. That one didn't have anything in it, but a lot of times they will. You always want to get these bird nests, because they'll have eggs in them. They have feathers in them. Bird nests are a good thing to get. So let's collect these stones, because we need these to make our stone axe. Did I check this already? Yeah, that's the one I just checked. Okay. So what you're gonna do, make your axe, is still in the beginning stuff. All this stuff is pretty self-explanatory. You'll go to your basic menu whenever you're playing, which is square, because we're on console. So you push square, it'll take you to that, and all your basic stuff will be all the stuff that's gonna pop up on your tutorial, and usually when it comes to your tools. Like right now we're doing plant fibers, because we're going to make the pants and the shirt and all that stuff. You'll go over to the little shirt symbol in there, and you'll craft all the stuff that you need. I do make the hood, but I also make the hat after, because having the hat, it cools you down better. So I'll make the hood, and then I'll make the hat, and I'll explain why in just a second, because you have to craft all this stuff. Okay, and then the next step, it wants you to wear all of it. So when the next thing comes on there, it's gonna say wear plant fiber pants right there. Okay, so I wear it all, and then once I get done, I'll put the hat on over the hood. Take the hood off, wear the hat, just because it keeps you a little cooler, that way you don't overheat. Overheating is something that can happen quite a bit on this game, so you definitely want to be careful of that. And also freezing, like if you're in a snow biome, you need to try to find warm clothes as fast as possible. Otherwise, you're gonna freeze to death. So, we got that. We need some more small stone, so we'll get that real fast. Okay, get a little bit extra, because we're gonna make our bow, and then we gotta make our arrows. So here's the bow. And then we have enough to make 5 arrows, so we'll just go ahead and do that. Get a little bit more rocks while that's doing its business. Okay, now we need to gather wood and craft frames, place the frames, and upgrade the frames. It's basically just kind of, this is a little small tutorial that it shows you how to craft wood frames to build them, in case you want to, for when you want to build your house, or if you want to build a house out of wood. Which I wouldn't recommend, because you can find houses that are made out of wood and upgrade them, which you get more points for it that way. because you already have a big structure. I guess you wouldn't get more points, but you already have a big structure that's somewhat safe that you can just upgrade yourself. Upgrading also gives you your construction tools, which we'll talk about later. It's going to be a very important part of the game for you, is getting your construction tools up. But we'll talk about that in a few minutes. So let's get these 3 going here. I thought I heard footsteps behind me, but I guess I did not. Okay, so we'll do that. Boom, boom, boom. Easy peasy, right? No problems. Once we have this done, we will go through there, get a little bit more rock, because we're going to need it now, because now we got to craft a campfire. We have plenty, so make this campfire. Boom, takes 3 seconds to make it. And then we'll take it over here, and I always just put it on top of this, just to get it out of the way. Okay, boom, that's done. And now that we finished that, it says good job. Basically, we're good. They're gonna let us know where the nearest trader is. So it puts the trader on our map there. And then what I always do, not everybody does this, but what I always do is I just run towards the trader. And this one's not very far. So if we run towards him, there's a good chance that we're going to find a house or something that we can fortify to use for the first few days until we start our base. Because when you're on here, what I've learned lately is you want to have your base where you keep all your stuff, and then you want to have your horde base that you go on for your day 7 hordes. Because every 7 days a horde of zombies is going to come, and you don't want them to break into your house and, destroy all that stuff that you worked so hard on to get your house ready. So have your house, and then have your horde base somewhere else. It's close by, but not at the same place. You don't have to do it that way. You can have your house and your horde base be the same thing. I've done it before. It's not impossible. It's just, you risk the chance of them breaking into your house and destroying your house. And as to where a horde base, it's going to get messed up. You're going to have to do damage repair on it, so you're fine with it to a point. But with a house, you're like, man, I just upgraded my house and made it all cool, and then now it's broken. Another thing, too, once you have arrows, I don't know, I'm going to run back here. I was going to show you guys something real quick. If you follow these roads right here, this is for the new people who've never played this before. You follow these roads, most likely you're going to run into a town or a city. Some people like to start there. They like to go to the towns and the cities, and that's where they want to live. They make a rooftop base or something. That's, people do that a lot. I don't usually live in the towns or the cities, only because in the beginning you don't have good weapons, you don't have good tools, and it makes it a lot more difficult to play the game. I live, a lot of my places are on the outskirts of towns. That way I'm close to a town, but I'm not, right on top of it to where there's hordes of zombies all the time. Now, the zombies are good because you do, don't forget to get these, you do level up faster when you kill zombies. Also, you want to get this coal. Whenever you see coal, stop and get it, because coal is going to be a big part of the game. Also, because you use it for cooking if you want. You also need it when you want to make gunpowder. Once you're able to start making bullets for your guns, you're going to need it. So definitely you're going to want to get as much coal as you can stockpiled up as soon as you can, because it's going to be very important. Okay, so let's see. What are a couple other things? I killed a deer here. The deers are very, you're going to need that hides for later on in the game. You get the meat from this. Once you take the deer all the way apart, you want to hit it, keep hitting it, you're going to get a bone. You can take it all the way and get all the bone from it. You don't really need it, but you craft a bone shiv. And once you get the bone shiv, when you kill an animal, a deer or a pig or something like that, you use the shiv instead of your axe to collect the meat. You'll get more meat from it. You'll get more hide from it. It just works out a lot better than using your stone axe. Okay, so I thought this was coal. So I will be back in just a minute once we get a little bit closer to it. So I'll see you guys in just a second. Okay, so I did stop right here. I wanted to tell you guys, you're going to want to get the goldenrod. You're going to want to get this cotton. It's going to be very important in the early stages of the game. You can use the cotton for a lot of things. You can make shoes with it. If you don't want to wear the plant fiber shoes, you can use it to make bandanas. You can use it to make, because you make the cloth fragments with it, and then you'll need it if you want to make, you know, a splint if you break your leg. Okay, and then we're getting closer to the trader. I found some water back here, so I marked that on the map because it's going to be important. You know, you're going to want to have water, so make sure if you find water, mark it so you know where it's at. Okay, so I just found this house. It's pretty close to the trader. The trader just seems to be right around the corner over there. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to knock this door down to get inside of there. And then that'll be our first little couple day base. So that's going to be it. I'll be back once this door is broken down. Okay, so we got the door broken down. Open this up. Ooh, we got cooking pots. Okay, cooking pots are going to be good. You're going to need those to boil your water. You're not always going to find cooking pots in these, but you will a lot of times. So you're definitely going to want to keep those because they do come in handy. Those beans. Nothing in there. Alright, got some more eggs. Okay, and then you're going to want to search everything in the house first. So we'll take those cans because you can fill those up with water. We got 2 beers and some food. So what I'm going to do is, since I'm getting kind of full, I'm going to take my food and my drinks and stuff, and I'm just going to put it in here for now, just to kind of make room. Okay. Already looked in there. Let's see, in here. Boom. Okay. That's nothing. It's got paper in here. Sometimes, if you look in there, sometimes you'll find schematics for, you know, a mini bike or hunting rifles, or just schematics for different things you can read to learn how to make stuff, which really comes in handy because you're going to need to learn how to make stuff. Okay, and then for the rest of your day, you're going to want to come out, because now you kind of figure out where you're going to stay at. You're going to come to these rocks. You're going to want to get as much rock and as much wood as you can. And I mean as much as you can. You're going to go for the rest of the day until it's almost dark, because you're going to want to have as much as you can to craft overnight. You want your tools to be as high level as they can get. And then once you get your tools up to a high level, you'll be feeling a lot better. But yeah, so just get as much stone and as much wood as you can by the time that it is nighttime so that you can craft. Once you get all your wood that you need, you go ahead and you can upgrade this, even if you want to work on your construction tools. See, my construction tools now level 2. But you don't have to. It's just usually what I do if I have good enough tools by that point. But you're going to want to upgrade your tools first. Okay, so once you get that done, like I said, I'm still on the first day, so I haven't upgraded any of my tools or anything, but you're going to want to do that at night. And this is where the construction tools comes in handy. There's toolsmithing, that'll be bringing that up, but construction tools, you need that to make concrete mixing and steel crafting, sorry. Because you can find the workbench and the chemistry stations around, like a passing gas and places like that. You can find those already built. You take them apart, and then it puts it into your inventory, and you're good to go. But you need it for the steel smithing and the concrete mixing. and you get your construction tools by building stuff. So take that into account. You're going to need that. And then once you get your forge and your workbench, I kind of just put it in there. I didn't go get it. It's still day one, obviously. Just wanted to show you how it's going to look. And you'll use the workbench to make stuff better. Once you do unlock steel, you can only make steel tools in the workbench. You can't make them just in your normal crafting menu. So you'll have to take that into account. On the forge, you put your iron in there, put wood in there and turn on, and it'll melt the iron into there, into the forge. And that's where you're going to need to make all of your steel, all of your forged iron, all of that stuff. You're also going to need clay to go in there. So make sure that you get clay for your forge. It's going to be very important. And then after that, because here for your forge, you need 50 stone, 50 clay, 1 bellows, 1 short iron pipe. Now for the bellows, you can go here and be like, well, I don't know what a bellows is. How do I make that? Well, you just click on this. It's taking a second to load for some reason. There it goes. Okay. Once you get that on there, it'll show you, okay, I need 8 wood, 20 animal hide, and 1 short iron pipe. So you end up needing 2 short iron pipes to make the forge, because you need 1 for the bellows and 1 for the forge itself. And you're going to need the 20 animal hides. That's where killing the animals is going to come in handy, because you need to get their hides. So that's what you'll need to make the forge. Other than that, you should have the forge in like the first 4 days probably, I would say. If you do everything right. It can be harder sometimes when you are new, or sometimes it'll take a little bit longer if you're not good at hunting the animals, but you'll make it. It might be day 7 or something like that, but if you can find the animals right away and find the short iron pipes right away, you should be able to have the forge in the first couple of days. And then you're going to want to, once you get that all established, and you maybe find a town that you can loot to find some good stuff to take to the trader. But other than that, that's all your basic stuff that you're going to need for the beginning of the game. So if you did enjoy this video, make sure to drop a like and subscribe if you are new to my channel. Thank you guys, and I will talk to you later.